Slow, slow, slow. Now, do your adjustment so it'll be even. Whatever you need to do to the adjustment. Alright, why did we take it out? Alright guys, as you can see, we got it out, guys. Little old bitty 41 TE transmission, guys. Nothing to run home about. What we doing is actually the front pump, guys. I got a P0868. Okay, we're doing a valve body and a front pump. Alright, here's the valve body. Now, I have a video on how to properly replace the valve body. I'll link right here. Okay, and of course the front pump. That's fairly easy too. Same as the 62. I got a video right here you can watch. But so in essence, we really don't have to take the transmission off the jack. That's all we're doing is just that front pump and valve body. Valve body already done, but yes, I let him remove it. Want to get his hands wet. I have to keep my eye on what's going on, guys. Remember, at the end of the day, I'm totally responsible for this. Okay, even though he's a CAP student trying to learn, I have no problem with that. In fact, I love it. Okay, but it's going to cost me a little time, but I'm cool with that. I have no problem with that. I was there, guys. All right, so he's getting the hang of things. Thing about the transmission, it was kind of it could get a little. You got to position stuff right. You have to have the jack stand on properly. And like I say, this one is easy. If you're going to learn, this is the best one to learn. This is the smallest transmission we have out to date. Okay, so if anything you're going to learn on how to remove a transmission, this is the car, this is the transmission. A couple of mounts, of course, torque converter bolts. Understanding why the suspension have to come loose, simply because you have to remove the axle. You have to remove everything that's attached to the trans. And the drive axles happen to be attached to the trans. Now, one thing about it, okay, he got it all over here nice and neat. All right, yes, guys, I've been there. Now at my age, the way I do it, bolts scattered everywhere, just all over the floor. So look at that, torque converter bolts lined up properly. He know all the bell housing bolts at. I can respect this. All right, got the bracket laid out, the bolts that go right in the bracket. Yes, yes. I was there. This will drive me crazy right now because I'm at a different stage in my life. So, and besides, I don't know. I love it when trainees do this, because it means they really want to know where stuff go back. That's a good thing. All right, so it's 12:30 and he scattered off to lunch. Told him to go grab a bite to eat. Y'all know me. I don't eat. I'm trying to get out of eating bad food, which basically means you don't even need to eat, period, because everything out there is bad. No, I'm gonna grab some fruits today, guys. I'm 1 or 2 days out of the week I only eat fruit. Okay, I'm talking about the whole complete day. First of all, nothing touches my stomach. It's 12:30. I haven't eaten anything since last night at 8 o'clock. So I don't know. Some would call that intermittent fasting, but I'm literally not hungry. And why am I talking about this on an automotive channel? But he's going to get something to eat. So when he get back, I'm going to let him get his hands wet on disassembling it. The next overhaul I get, I'll let him do that. But for now, this is pretty simple. You ain't got the torque converter. I want him to get a feel on how a torque converter feel when it's all the way in. Y'all know how hectic that can be. In fact, do a self-measurement yourself. That's why I didn't take it out. I want him to do it. See how far it's in. Even some guys even write a mark right here so they can know how far back they need to go. This is the hardest part about a trainee learning transmission work. Hell, this can even give veterans some headaches. Yes, from time to time I get headaches. I had an 8-speed. I couldn't get the torque converter back in all the way. Okay. Yes. I have to do my explanation on why some things don't have to come off, such as this bracket. I mean, you would catch hell trying to put this on in the car. Of course, the cooler lines, I will have to explain to him why reverse flushing the cooler is important and why a transmission have a cooler in the first place. You don't want the fluid to overheat. This is the cooler lines right here. Guys, do not put this transmission back in without verifying. At least do this. Now you might not go so far as to flush it, but at least verify that it's not restriction. Okay, some of the older models you can simply blow through there. There's no anti-check valve that will not allow fluid to go the opposite direction. That's not the case on this car. So you can simply blow through here, see if it spit out the other way and vice versa. At least you're checking to make sure it's not restricted. Okay, you're not really cleaning it that way, but at least you're checking it. I got a video right here on a shortcut where you can do that, guys. All right, so go check that video out. And remember, I always say, check this flywheel, make sure it's not broke. I don't see any dust all over here, so that pretty much indicates that the flywheel is intact. Check this video out right here, guys. One time we removed the transmission, you see dust all over here. It would have been catastrophic for him to put that trans back in with that flywheel on its way out. The flywheel was actually breaking, and the dead giveaway is the debris that surrounded it. Okay, I told him about the crank sensor. Crank sensor gonna live somewhere around the bell housing, guys. Keep in mind what it does. All right, measure the rotation. In this case, not the flywheel, but the rotation of likely the crankshaft. It's likely a tone wheel on the crankshaft. I can't remember because this is a 4-cylinder engine, but it's gonna live somewhere near the crank and the flywheel area. Throttle body. No need to remove this. He was gonna remove it, but and again, I try to do my best to let him feel free. In other words, if it's in your way, go ahead and get it out your way. I don't want to hinder anybody from feeling comfortable doing what they think need to be done. Okay. Yes, from this angle, guys, it looks like this bracket have to come off. But because I have done a gazillion, I know that it don't have to come off. You know, he was about to take that off. That's because he never done one. So all of that's understandable. He's not pressed against time. He's not commissioned, so you can actually take your time. He's an hourly guy. So, but these guys under commission, they 100 miles an hour, guys. You got to be careful doing it that way. All right. So, what else? What else? We got it out. He had a hard time getting. Now, as far as the axles, there's a couple of ways you can remove axle. Like I was explaining to him, I typically go the strut route. Take the strut bolts off and bend it back and get the axle out the way. He chose. I told him it was your choice, whichever way you feel comfortable. He took the nut off, grabbed a hammer. I showed him a trick on how not to damage these guys. These are very important. All right, you strip that, it's gonna be a long day. So he got that out and was able to get the axle out. So everything, I'm trying to make sure I explain everything. I don't just merely doing something, guys. You're not learning by merely doing it. You need to be, everything needs to be running through your head. What you're doing need to be running through your head as you're doing it. That's why you should really have a clearer mind when you, as an automotive mechanic and you're working on cars. You can't be thinking about the problems you have at home or your mortgage you're getting paid. Or, I mean, sometimes that's inevitable, but you have to focus on what you're doing, or this can become catastrophic, you know, in a sense. All right, guys, that's about it. That's all I have, man. Just wanted to let y'all know what was up. I'm going to give him some of this footage. Remember, he got a channel, too. I'll put it in the description so he can use some of this video footage. That's all I have, guys. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video.